Presented by Moti Levy, the CRO and co-founder of the company, and the mentor again is Roy Barkat with Liberty Media. Good luck.
Best for last. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Moti Levy. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Mobilibuy and the founder. And simply put, what Mobilibuy is doing is enabling consumers to buy products on the go from any type of media, any place, anywhere, using their smartphone camera. Now, this is a State and Lake Chicago train station, and this is Jenny. Jenny just saw this amazing scarf of H&M, and she really, really wants it. She's just about to go on the train, and the H&M store is pretty far away, and her recent experience with a brick and mortar store looked like this. Yeah, perfect experience. And she's saying, you know what, I have my smartphone, let's go to the H&M mobile website and I'll buy it from there. And as the train arrives, she finds out that that's the experience she's getting on H&M. 6 steps just to get to the scarf she just saw. And another 6 steps, 12 steps for the checkout. This is not shopping on the go. Jenny just gave up on the scarf and H&M just lost its customer. This is not shopping on the go. This is not retail for the 21st century. And that's exactly where Mobilibuy steps in. Mobilibuy enables Jenny to take her smartphone, to take this ad, take a picture, and buy it. But more than that, we're taking any digital screen in the train station and we're changing it, transitioning that into a digital storefront, an intelligent storefront. That is, the product offering is adapted to the location DNA characteristics. So the promotion, the pricing, the featuring of the product is adapted based on the location and the time. Now, to take off the cumbersomeness of the checkout process, we developed a tailored purchase process that will enable Jenny to buy on the go. 2 clicks and she's done. Scan the product, buy, insert your address through voice, take a picture of your credit card, and you're done. No membership, no cross-sale, no upsale, no recommendation. Take the product virtually and go. That's the idea of Mobilibuy. Now, the train station is just literally one example. The business opportunity is infinite. You can open these virtual stores in physical location literally everywhere. Open stores where it's cumbersome to open a store, where it's expensive, doesn't make sense to open 5,000 square feet stores. Open stores where it's literally impossible because of logistics, because of regulation. Now, open stores in gyms, open stores in stadiums, open stores in airports, hotels, conferences, office buildings, bars, you get it, right? Infinite business opportunity. Now, what we've done, and if you think about it, the retail landscape today is pretty dichotomy, right? You have the brick and mortar, you have the stores, and you have the e-commerce and mobile commerce. You need to do something to get to the store. We are redefining retail. We are basically creating a true omnichannel, bringing the store to the traffic. Now, I'm not going to bore you with this background of our system, but I want to leave you with 2 things about that. One, this is the brain. This is where all the algorithmic and product featuring is being done. The one single point of contact that enables any retail player to open virtual stores and manage that from this single one point. That's one thing. And secondly, it's the idea of giving brands, manufacturers, distributors to open virtual stores. Basically, what Wix did to websites, what Magento and Shopify did to e-commerce, Mobilibuy is going to do to virtual commerce. Now, very quickly, we talked about technology. I want to talk a little bit about us. Pretty young company as well. We founded last year, late 2013, and we've been fortunate enough to work with to get our first investment from Nielsen Innovate, a tremendous partner that helps us to push our product and platform in the US. Nielsen in the US is a huge, huge player, as you may know. We already developed our backend, first version of backend, this panel and dashboard, and we're already releasing in the next 2-3 weeks our iOS and Android apps. These apps that enable purchase on the go. We actually already executed 2 projects. We opened, for example, a virtual stores in high-tech campuses, stored through the traffic, right? And we enable high-tech employees to buy flowers for Valentine's Day. And first time ever, Unilever, 125 years brand of ours, first time ever in the history of Unilever, they sold directly to consumers using our platform, Dove and Axe products across Tel Aviv and actually across multiple locations in Israel, outside, in billboards, outside, outdoor billboards. And that's the most exciting thing, I think, it's the team. The leadership team, the business leadership team, Kobe and myself, have an ample experience of working and managing multi-million-dollar businesses here in Israel and abroad, retail and hardcore management of businesses. And the technology leaders, Ziv and Yariv, have close to 30 years experience of working as previous CEOs and founding companies in apps, mobile, backend, server, etc. And with that, I will leave you and welcome you to join our path as we're trying to reinvent retail. Thank you.
Thank you, Moti. We are ending with a high note here. Walk me through the experience. I'm a mobile buyer. Just walk me through the experience and why is that different from what we saw before, the 10 or 12 stages for today's buying experience.
Yeah, so I think what the idea that when you are walking the street, when you're walking.
So I walk in the street,
building,
I see something interesting, what do I do now?
It becomes in top of your mind. And there is obviously it looks and acts like a store and you see the products. All you need to do is take your phone.
So I see a display with some goods on it,
right.
All right.
And pricing and promotion and call to action. You know,
what do I do?
You point your smartphone.
I need your application for that?
So yes and no, we have our application, but by all means, we're not religious about using our app. We're supporting mobile web through QR code. I mean, it's not here, but QR code is a full technology. We're supporting that. So if you want, if you have a QR reader and you want to purchase directly from the go ahead.
Okay, and then what happens? So I QR code or I use your application, and then what?
You're getting directly to the product page. Putting first time you're placing your credit card and you're either placing or talking to the phone, placing your address and your credit card, and you're done. We are transitioning the order to the retailer.
And how difficult it is to tailor this time and time again to different retailers, to different product types and so on.
So we were using actually product aggregating in the first place. I mean, we're using Commerce Hub, which aggregates millions of products, and we're enabling the dropship vendors, if you're familiar, to sell their products that are entering the market. Looks pretty successful so far.
So here's a question from Hanan Lachover. How successful were the campaigns with Sell4U and Unilever? If you could mention numbers, but before numbers, just the experience, because you have just talked to the experience of tailoring these to different types of retailers and so on.
So for both of the campaigns, the main thing was the conversion rate, actually. It was north of 10% conversion rate. I'm coming from a world of e-commerce and retail. This is unheard of.
Define conversion here in this
Conversion
context.
from scan to purchase.
So scan to purchase was 10%.
And north of 10%.
Okay.
Because think of it again, the products are only pre-selected for you. The amazing thing is the customer reaction is he or she comes, see the products, and all of a sudden hooked to the placement, to the print or digital, and then a purchase process starts.
Great. Business model, who pays, where is that you're generating your revenue from?
It's a setup fee and a revenue and basically a transaction revenue.
You're becoming popular here. This is in Hebrew. Let me translate this. How do you translate כניסה לשביל הפילים באנגלית? Okay. Competition, competitors, how the big vendors going to react to that so on?
So interestingly enough, what we've seen so far, there is no direct competition with digital stores and physical locations. The only direct competition we've seen so far is a company named Palatag in Britain, in UK, which raised $100 million and focused solely right now on the UK and the European market. Aside of that, we didn't see any competition whatsoever of that. And the only closest thing is Amazon with their Firefly, where obviously is breaking news.
Great. Feel like answering another question? Okay. Let's try. How does how does this compare to the new Amazon smartphone, which is focused on shopping by picture? This is by Ishai again.
So
what is Ishai? Ishai over? Good question. Thank you for being such
answered it.
Oh, you already answered?
It's an amazing thing because Amazon is the nemesis of the entire retail world. if they're doing this, everyone will follow them. Not everyone has the capabilities of Amazon of developing this kind of image recognition, shop on the go, one-click purchase. That's exactly where we step in taking the front.
Good. We're out of time. Moti Levy, Mobilibuy. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Hi.
Thank you.